Hello, welcome. Well, I think we're going to get started here. Thank you to everyone who's joined. So my name is Zach. I'm from the Client Success team. I'm going to be hosting the webinar today. I help head up the webinars here at Aimtel. And we like to get these webinars out to help people get going in all verticals and in all different niches and things like that. But today's webinar is going to be specifically focused for e-com and even more specifically to speak to our Shopify integration, our Shopify app. So I don't know about you all, but we just moved back to the office here in Pennsylvania. So we are, just transitioning back in at the moment. But I can tell you that people are still, a little bit maybe hesitant to go back to the stores and things like this. And online spending is still up and up with this crazy time we're living in at the moment. And so, yeah, there is still no better time really than to get your e-com store set up with web push notifications. It is a great time. And if you're a brand new user, we will have a promo code available for you at the end of the webinar. So stick around and make sure that you are here for that. Okay, I'm going to jump straight in here today. I want to keep this fairly short, 20 to 25 minutes. We know there's a lot of things that can pull our attention in today, a lot of different content and whatnot. So we want to keep this short and sweet and to the point. So how do we install Aimtel? Well, first of all, you can install Aimtel either through our JavaScript or if you're a Shopify, the way that we absolutely recommend you to do it is through our very simple, very easy Shopify app. So you're going to want to navigate to the Shopify App Store, apps.shopify.com/Aimtel. You can read, what we're all about and everything like this. We help push notifications for Shopify themselves, actually, interestingly enough. But Groupon, Run the Jewels, they're a band, Dolly Parton either as well. Shein, Princess Polly if you're from Australia, Death Wish Coffee as well. And just to name a few. So yeah, we definitely cater to big and small companies. And what you're going to want to do is just quickly add this app and follow the installation wizards. Now, if you've not made an account with Aimtel, it's going to ask you to make one and select a plan. Don't worry, you can change your plan at any time in the actual dashboard. But yeah, if you do have an account, if you're an existing user with Aimtel, you're just going to want to make sure you log in with your Aimtel account. Once you've done that, it should take roughly 5 minutes to do. Very simple, very straightforward. An opt-in prompt will begin showing on your site, and you can begin to send notifications, begin to collect notifications, and you're going to be greeted with this screen here. This is our Aimtel dashboard. This is where all the meat and bones and the magic happens when it comes to setting up and getting your notifications out, including analytics and segmentation and so on and so forth. So I just want to quickly run through our dashboards, because when you look at this, we understand there's sort of a lot of different things to pull you away. And so I just want to quickly run through it and we can do it. Before you do that though, you want to verify the installation's gone correctly. So you just want to navigate to your site. So this here is the Aimtel site here. It's very simple, very straightforward. We've got two products, Captain America Shield and the Star Wars Waffle Maker. Yeah, really basic, really straightforward. And as you can see, I've already opted in, but the opt-in prompt should show. And yeah, if the opt-in prompt's there, opt in. I click on allow, and you know that the Aimtel installation has worked. So you're looking at the dashboard. What do we have here? Well, this is your overview here, or the analytics tab. A lot of different things you can look at here: opt-in rate percentage, how many people are unsubscribing, but also more importantly, how many new subscribers you're getting, how many notifications you're sending, and just a general overview of your clicks. You can customize it by date, filter, and segment, or even if you've got more than one Shopify site, you can do that. It's worth noting that with Aimtel, even our most basic plan, you unlock absolutely everything off the dashboard. So it is absolutely, you can do whatever you want really. We don't have any limits on the amount of sites you can add. So if you've got hundreds of Shopify stores, you can add apps to all of them and subscribe them back to the same Aimtel account. Okay, great. So all subscribers, obviously this is where you're going to view all of your subscribers. You can begin to manage that lists. We'll go into that in another webinar. And segmentation, this is definitely sort of the cream of the crop here. The real advanced features can begin to come out in the segmentation, which we aren't going to be covering today. This is going to be much more of a basic and getting going and some day ones things that you need to do with Aimtel. So yeah, there's a lot of different capabilities in here. This is really where the meat and bones are, is our push campaigns. This is where you can begin to create and send notifications. So you've got manual notifications. This is sort of your one-off sales, the new product announcements, Mother's Day is coming up, whatever that may be. And then you've got our automated campaigns, our triggered, RSS, and our basic welcome notifications. I'm going to be talking about our triggered notifications today, some automatic notifications that you can get up and running from day one with our Shopify app. You can then view websites, all the different websites you add, tracking code if you're not doing it through the app, but if you're a Shopify user, you will be using the app, so this one doesn't really matter. And also opt-in prompts here. You can customize the opt-in prompt, and we'll cover that in just a short moment. Then you've got various settings to do with your account, plans, support, the API keys if you're a more advanced user and got APIs, and then exports that you want to do. You've also got various tools and logs that are real-time and integrations you can access, and maybe we'll cover this towards the end. So right now, I want to talk about our opt-in prompts and then some campaigns you want to get up and running. So the opt-in prompt, you can either have a very simple native opt-in prompt, you call it, which is one click, and you can see a higher overall opt-in count, but no control over the actual messaging that you put. If you want to create your own custom opt-in prompt, you click on here and create your own. Very simple, very straightforward. However, it's worth noting that this is 2 clicks, and unless you've got a fantastic opt-in prompt strategy, you're going to want to stick to the 1-click opt-in prompt. Great, okay. And just a best practice here, just as I touched on it, think about what you want your users to experience. So for Death Wish Coffee, the company I mentioned earlier, they are all about that, highly caffeinated, world's strongest coffee, and their opt-in prompt matches their brand, their aesthetic, and that's all available through this. So, think about what you want to be sending. Think about how you want to be approaching your new subscribers. Okay, so some day one notifications here. Now, it's worth noting that whether you install through Shopify, we automatically collect this data for you. We track item purchased, item shipped, item added to cart, cart abandoned, and we also track the following data to ascribe back. First name, last name, how many orders they do, and how much they spend. So yeah, there's really a lot of capabilities here that we can use, but today we're going to be talking about cart abandons and item purchased. We're going to use cart abandon as a trigger and item purchase as a conversion. So we'll jump back in here. Now, there's 4 really easy steps. 3 really, but I like to do 4 to safeguard it. The first step you're going to want to do is quickly use a template. So the template's up here, abandoned cart, you want to view this template, and then you want to use it. So I've already got this one added in, and it just simply redirects you to this page here, and look, here it is. So you want to edit this. Now, that's the first step, just use a template. The second step, you need to edit the content and notification to be specific for your brand. Okay, so maybe you want to upload a custom icon for your brand, or maybe you even want a custom image coming back, that is in the notification. Maybe you don't want a discount code, it's something that works, but maybe you want to do your items are waiting for you, ... Maybe you want to, I don't know, a shopping cart emoji or something like that. Then you want to edit your destination URL. Now all this needs to be is your cart. So navigate to your cart page. So here sometimes it's checkout, sometimes it's cart, sometimes it's bag, whatever you set up. So just worth going quickly checking. You just copy and paste this, and you just paste it right here. Now you see here, I like to just add a call to action button just with this. Very simple, very straightforward. You can even add another one, up to 3 different links, but I like to keep mine nice and simple, destination and just 1 button. So it's noting that sometimes having 2 action buttons helps your notification perform better. So just have a little play around, see what you think looks good. This is obviously very basic and no customization, just making sure you update those cards. If you use Google Analytics, make sure you click on this button here, and this here will track all of the clicks back to your site with Google Analytics. Now the trigger, cart abandoned. You don't actually need to touch this. This is all set up correctly. So let me move over here. So this is why we check. Now we want the conversion to be item purchase. So we go back here and we check item, event category item, event action purchased. So we'll go back over here and we'll just simply turn this on. You don't need any advanced settings here, you just need to do it. Then you click on settings and you can edit timing, which we'll cover more later on in the webinar. So that's the second step, edit the content and the notification, verify everything's there. Once this is done, all you're going to want to do is click on activate. That's it. Now, what I like to do, the fourth step, is I just like to go down to the logs down here and click on logs, custom event, just to verify that everything's going through. So you can see here, we've already tracked on this fake site, cart abandoned, and even we've started to track the other stuff, item added to cart. You can see the name of the item. Now, if I were to have purchased an item on here, and I'm obviously subscribed, the item purchase would also be tracked in here, including the name and the event value of that item, the price of the item. So this is very powerful to see how much money you're actually making per campaign. So that's day one. That should take less than 10 minutes to get up and running. It is so simple, so straightforward. Now, it's worth noting just quickly that if the triggered notification, if you can't see it or it's not working, just quickly go and verify that everything's being tracked correctly in the custom event log. The next real simple day one notification is your welcome notification. It's even easier. You just click on welcome notification and you just start to build it out. Thanks for subscribing. Maybe then you want to say, now check out our latest arrivals, ... And maybe you want to link to the Intels, whatever your site is, latest arrivals. Obviously, we don't have any on this fake site, but I'm sure you guys will. Once that's done, less than 2 minutes, click on activate, and you can begin to see it'll say active here, and you can view the results in there. Very, very powerful. And there's a lot more advanced strategies we can talk about, but day one, you just want to get it up and running. So there you have it. There's a few sort of real simple things that you can get up and running from day one. It's really, really simple to do, and you can really see the value come in. I remember just a quick testimony here. I was on one call, and actually the client, they were on Shopify, and I set it up at the start of the call, and by the end of the call, they'd already sent 13 notifications in 20 minutes. And then by the end, that was on a Friday, and I checked back on the Monday. Over the first weekend, they've made thousands of dollars just from this one abandoned cart notification. It is so, so powerful to do and get running from day one. And obviously, a question we get asked a lot is, what's a benchmark? What's the good CTR for this? It's different for every vertical. It's different for every type of e-com store you're at. But generally, your abandoned cart, your trigger notifications are going to perform better than your manuals, and your welcome notifications are going to perform better than any other notification. So that's what's a little benchmark, look at your welcome notification and see what's up and running. All right, great. Well, that's enough of the dashboard. I want to run through this handy little guide we've got here. And just a real quick, eagle eye overview. Web push notifications, obviously the notifications you get on your device, whether that's mobile or laptop. It's dynamic based on the OS that you're with, whether that's Android or PC or Mac or whatever. Benefits of web push notifications, obviously for e-com, you can actually help convert those window shoppers. The way we would it here is bring back visitors you bounce from your site and convert them into paying customers. So this is great if you're a site that sees a lot of people, who just visit and just browse, but they don't come back. You can actually get those browse abandons, even down to the product that they were viewing, get them back on it. Recover those abandoned carts, engage customers. Obviously with the Shopify, a tutorial, I literally installed it on here. It takes 2 minutes to do. You can begin to collect those subscribers and then engage those subscribers. And here's the meat and bones here. So web push features, single click opt-in. I showed you the opt-in, how that works. Collecting those opt-ins is far easier than collecting emails or SMSs. You don't need to enter personal information. You don't need to put in your email. You don't need to have, these complicated drips, oh, they clicked on this, they clicked on that. It's one click. We also track, and I briefly touched on it, the first name and last name of if you'd like, you have to activate that. I'll show that how to do that in a second. You can actually track the first name and last name of the subscribers and use that in those pushes. And another one, which is absolutely fantastic, is you can automate almost every single push that you want to do. Here's some advanced strategy for you. Notification drips. So for instance, if someone views this notification and then they click on it, you want to send a follow-up notification a couple of days later. Or maybe even if a welcome drip is fantastic. So, they get one notification immediately, they get another notification a day later, so on. Personalized content, we just touched on it. Targeted notifications always work better than other more standard notification capsule. If you're using a first name, if you're using a location, if you're using a product name or an icon image in that notification personalized to them, oh, you know what, I did forget about that dress or whatever, use it. It's so powerful. And the other one, the advanced sort of strategy here, is notification timing. I always like to say to clients that when I get on calls with them, timing is key. If you're sending notifications at 2 a.m. in the morning, no one's going to click on them. But if you're sending them, on their lunch break, on, first thing in the morning, maybe even if you're talking about automatic ones, if you're sending it 20 minutes after versus 6 hours after, the 20-minute one for abandoned cart's always going to work better than the 6 hours one. And the thing is, you can actually do both as well. So it's so powerful. Think about the timing. It's a rookie mistake I see with people getting going. Always think about the timing. And here's some really powerful examples. So obviously the abandoned cart, we covered how to set that up. This is 10 minutes work. Back in stock notifications. The beauty about this one is sometimes they don't even need to be back in stock. Sometimes people just like hearing back in stock, so use those ones as well. Hey, it's time for you to make those purchases. Maybe even I know with one client who was selling masks over this sort of coronavirus period, they pumped out these notifications and they got their ROI just from those notifications could pay for an entire year of Aimtel. Really powerful. Product reviews here. My colleague and I were talking before this about notifications we wanted to talk about. This one's huge. We track the conversion. We track that item purchased. Well, guess what? You can easily set up a real simple notification, triggered notification to send, hey, did you enjoy that product? Here, click on this notification to leave a review. Take 2 minutes to complete a survey. Fantastic way to, without thinking, get those reviews in. Another, some I've got written down here, items shipped. Maybe you want to keep your customers up to date with items that are shipped. New products available, similar to the back in stock one. The post-conversion review or post-conversion, referral or anything like that, or even upsells. Oh, hey, you bought this, maybe you like this, whatever that may be. And of course, the welcome push is so powerful. I also wanted to touch on some new features that we're bringing out for the Shopify app, where actually you're going to be able to use custom icons in the abandoned cart notification based upon what they actually abandoned. So let me say it this way. Let's say you sell dresses or you sell a red dress and a customer abandons their cart with that red dress in their cart. Well, we actually are able to track that icon from the cart, and then it will automatically use that icon in that web push. So if you can see this example here, this one is, and we even track other stuff like product name and even to the product page. So for instance, this is a sunglasses company and their product name is Moonshine Premiums. And look, you can see even in that notification, those specific sunglasses, so powerful. All dynamic based upon the cart, so really strong. That's coming very soon, so we'll keep you updated in the next few weeks. Okay, so what are the next steps? Well, first of all, if you're a new user, I mentioned at the start that we had a promo code for you. So what are your next steps? Well, install the Aimtel app. We give you 14 days for free. And I tell you what, with this promo code, you get, I think it's 25% off your first month. So that is best webinar, one word, lowercase. When you log on, you'll see the place to add the promo code. So you can add that best webinar, one word, lowercase, and you can get 25% off your first month, as well as the 14-day free trial. But once you've installed the app, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get on a demo with us. So it's very easy to do. You're looking at it right here. You click on this little question mark and request a demo. That's all you need to do, and you can book a time in one of our sales reps calendars right here and get a one-on-one call, and we can help you get customized opt-in set up. So I'm just looking here. If you have any questions or anything like that, please feel free to ask away. I have a question here from Nigel about welcome drips. So the question is, you mentioned welcome drips. How would I go about setting that up? Okay, great question. So Nigel asking, I want to set up a welcome drip. I want to send one, maybe immediately, and then one 6 hours and one a day later. Good question. There's two things you're going to want to do here. You're going to go to websites, and then you're going to go to MISC settings here. So edit, and then MISC settings here. And then you're going to want to turn on this little button here. I like to turn on the notification. Track subscriptions as event. That's all you need to do. That's the only setup you need. Then what you need to do is go to trigger notifications, templates, and then we've got two here pre-built. We've got 0 minutes and 24 hours later. You just use these templates, edit it for your content, same as the abandoned cart. Use these templates, edit it for your content, and it's up and running. You can even duplicate them, add more, maybe add another one for a week later. So we'll just view this one. I'll show you how to change the time. So we'll just view that. Use this template here. We'll just quickly edit this template. And then on the settings page at the end, you can change the time. So this one's set to go at 0 minutes. You can do hours and days later. So you can set this to be whatever you want it to be. Okay, good. Well, I don't see any more questions coming in. If anyone has any more questions, please feel free to ask away. I'll be attempting to get to them if we have time. But just wanted to close out here and just say there is so much value in using web push notifications that is bigger than just abandoned cart and welcome notifications. And like I said, we use quite a few different examples. But yeah, there is the fact that we can already track those conversions. We already do the back end work for you is a huge advantage to you. So you can get this up and running literally within 20 to 30 minutes. So you install the app, you view the template, you use that template, you edit it, and you activate it, and that's it. Great. Well, thank you so much today for tuning in. Like I said, if you're a new user and you're wanting to take advantage of the promo code, it's best webinar, and feel free to connect with me after if you have any more questions. So it's been a pleasure talking to you. I hope you all stay safe, and yeah, we'll see you again soon for another webinar. Thank you so much.